There is a new teacher to be hired in place of this one, and his name is Jack Skeleton. Yay, I said. Professor Skeleton will know what to do. Let us go to his class and tell him about that fog at Dumbledore.
Hey Arthur, stop with the homophobia. It's not cool. It's making you look like a complete and total douchebag. It's immature and it's hateful. So stop. It is making this fan fiction worse than it already is. Stop at this instant. It only makes me want to beat you to death with a baseball bat. What's up with Professor Skeleton here? He sounds sort of familiar.
They wailed over and came into his office. He was very skinny and had a skull for a head and no eyes but teeth on them.
No! No, God, no! No. Why? Why would you defile my favorite movie like that? Oh, God. My dearest Jack Skeleton. Oh, God, I'm so sorry. Why, Arthur? Why would you do this? Why?
One more joke like that, and Christmas will be ruined!
Hello, students. What can I help you with? He asserted. Dumbledore is gay, blurted Edward. Well, students, there is nothing wrong with being gay, he said. I am bisexual myself.
My plan for making it the best Christmas ever is finally coming true!
Nobody tried to finger us, said Draco. He turned blue a little because he was embarrassed. Draco is straight and it's Adam and Steve, not Adam and Steve.
Yeah, duh. It's Adam and Steve, not Adam and Steve. Wait, no. Hold on, I think I got that wrong. Call somebody.
Hey, what's up?
Steve, it's the FanFiction Critic. I have a question.
Okay.
Is it Adam and Steve or Adam and Steve?
Actually, contrary to popular belief, it's Steve and Eve.
Really? I did not know that. Well, thanks! Well, thank God that's been cleared up. So anyway, Dumbledore may be acting out of character, and this author may be defiling my all-time favorite film, but it is high time he and Dally had some graphic sex, don't you think?
Hey, please, I don't want to have a baby. You can get pregnant even from your first time, she said, kissing him and moaning as he went faster and faster. It will be okay. You can just use your power to turn my cum into water and then it won't be babies, he said as he started to tiff at her. Her boobs were huge so they could wrap them around his wiener like bumblebees.
Now, that is an interesting form of birth control, turning the semen into water, because it also... Wait a minute. Diane, can you go back and read that last sentence one more time?
Her boobs were huge so they could wrap them around his wiener like bumblebees.
Not the bees! Not the bees!
Except contain a swarm of angry.
Did he say anything about my Just for Men?
No, I'll let you know. You, my friend, are one of the few people who can do justice to Chief Seattle's oration. Thank you, Mike, thank you.
What about my Just for Men hair color?
I'm sure he's getting to that crow, jeez.
Yeah, that sums up how I feel. Perfectly. Anyway, Edward happens to witness the coitus and the bumblebees, and he is none too pleased with it.
He was angry. He was too mercy. He was so mad at both of them that he used his wizard powers to turn the water back into cum. He would have his revenge.
Yes, my revenge. I will make this girl I have a crush on pregnant by another man so that she ultimately winds up with him. Yes, it's brilliant. I'm super bored right now. Ugh. Anyway, the next day, Bella shows up at Hogwarts for, no reason, and Snape decides that he needs to abduct and rape her. There are several witnesses to this kidnapping, but they all take their sweet time in rescuing her.
Listen, everyone, he said. We need to save Bella. Something horny has happened to her and it is up to us to save him. Everyone nodded. But we need someone who is good with a sword. He was good with a combat, but he was feeling fangled from the sex he had with Dally. Since there were no rules, they had sex over 1,000 times, so he did not raise his hands. Instead, he deciphered to make a suggestion box. I think that Link should do it, asked EA.
Oh man, something really horny is happening to my girlfriend, but I don't really care enough to go rescue her. Maybe someone else can go do it? Oh, and yes, the Link mentioned is indeed the Link from the Legend of Zelda video games. No fandom is safe from this author. And how did Hiei and Dally have sex over 1,000 times? They've known each other for like a day. Damn, they must be really sore.
So Edward came back to the room while the both of them was still humping and attacked Bella first. He sunk his teeth into her neck like the Titanic, and all at once she turned to stone. Dally grabbed Snape's stick and threw it out the window, and then Link stabbed him through his heart and lungs. The scene, it was messy. Blood and guts was everywhere, and Bella and Professor Snape were dead. It was in this step that they knew they could defeat Dumbledore.
I'm gonna point out, again, that Bella was being raped in this scene. As in, she was being forced to have sex against her will. So her boyfriend killed her, just like he did the Titanic. Oh, author, you're not just a homophobe, you're a misogynist as well! Stating that rape victims deserve to get brutally murdered. Way to go! Now I really want to smash this author's face in with a baseball bat full of nails. Anyway, Edward is made the new potions teacher for, I don't know, for why not. The gang, which now consists of Dally, Hiei, Shadow, Link, Edward, run off to fetch Sasuke from Naruto. I told you no fandom was safe.
They all ran to the Gryffindor commonplace and barged in on Zaspluk. He was changing and half naked. Fangasm. Everyone ran out at once cause it was embarrassing except Hiei, who came out a few minutes later. What the hell, Hiei shouted Dally. Do you like him?
Dude, what the fuck? It took you slightly longer than the rest of us to get out of that room. Were you gay? And what are you, author? A miserable, homophobic sack of shit? Well, the answer to that question is yes. Duh. So they go off and find Dumbledore at Hollister, of all places.
They all pulled out their wands and did cruises on him. He flew in the air and wobbled like a booby, and hit a lot of slaves on the way down. The employee working was getting liberated.
This is why I don't shop at Hollister. The slave labor. But anyway, one of these slaves is lucky enough to escape during the ensuing melee.
But no one heard him over the sound of acme going on. Dumbledore knew how to escape, however, because he was a master of the escapes, and he clicked his heels together and said, "Danished. We will never catch him," cried Draco. Just then Dally started getting morning sickness all over the store. "Oh my god," Draco said, looking at the puke. "Are you?"
She got morning sickness the day after she had sex? Huh. I guess pregnancy works quicker when you're a Mary Sue. So some intensely awkward dialogue ensues.
"This is not my fault," said Hiei. Just then he started to show his true colors. "It wasn't me. I swear to God it wasn't me. It was you," Dally insisted. She could not believe he was denying it. They had sex 100 times and she never had sex with any of the ones. "You came in me. I told you you can get pregnant even from anal."
TMI, Dally. TMI. Also, you cannot get pregnant from straight up anal sex. The penis has to enter the vagina for that to happen. Look, if I have to give you guys the talk on this show, things are going to get very awkward for all of us.
"Well, you would know," said Hiei. "You fucked Bella and HT and you killed her." Edward was taken aback. "Is that true?" asked Dally. "Edward, I can't believe you." She started crying. "Why are you crying?" asked Hiei. I wanted to be Edward's first time," she admits.
Wait a minute. Dali has been refusing Edward's advances throughout this entire story, and she's slept with Hiei. But now she's all, oh, Edward, I wanted to be your first. Am I missing something here? I mean, there's only one conclusion I can draw from this, and that Dali is a whore.
Draco put Dali in a wheelchair. Listen everyone, I think we should put KTFD, killing the fog at Dumbledore, on hold because Dali's water could leak any time and it's important we send her to the hospital wins.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. First of all, author, the homophobia is really not cool, and it's starting to really get on my nerves here. Also, where did the time go? Where did the 9 months go? She just got pregnant a day ago, and now she is ready to pop? Author, it does not work this way. What, did you fail 8th grade health class? Are you stupid? Do I really have to ask that question?
IT left her all alone with Edward. He sat next to her on the bed. You're going to be a Wakaki, Dali, he said, his voice sultry and soothing, and he put his hand on her leg under the cover. She was only wearing a hospital gown, so it was her bare white leg. Edward, is that your wand? She asked, feeling too weak to check. No, it is my hand. How are you feeling? He asked her. His eyes were shining gold. Are you feeling like being my first? He leaned in to kiss her, but she turned, so he only got the cheek. You're 16. Are you sure you're a virgin? She asked him doubtedly.
She has bare legs? Oh, how awful for her. And apparently everybody loses their virginity by the time they turn 16? Okay, way to be a slut, author. Also, Edward is like over 100 years old here. Because he's a vampire. He can live forever. And he's really old.
Well, I am with EA. He won't like it if we do that, she said, shriving a little. I thought you said you wanted to. You can't blue balls me, he said flatly. Seriously, if you don't put out you're a bitch just like Bella.
Okay, so normally I don't approve of this sort of attitude. That whole, if you don't put out you're a bitch attitude. But I'm going to go ahead and point out that Dali expressed an interest in having sex with Edward less than 5 minutes ago. Dali, make up your fucking mind. Sleep with Edward or don't sleep with Edward, but don't be a cock tease.
Listen, Dali, I need to talk to you about something, he said, sitting on the bed where Edward sat. Do you remember when I stayed in Sasuke's room with him? Dalia's stomach fell off. She got nervous. Why yet? Well, the truth is that Sasuke and me, out with it, she said. We had sex. He was so embarrassed.
Wait a minute, Edward pooped the bed?
This is wolf hair?
Also inconclusive.
Jesus
You knew
Christ.
there's
so much wolf hair in our apartment right now. Why are you eating it?
Well, you
both of you,
everything.
Both of you are eating
We
wolf.
had a wolf
Have you
in
tried
our
it before?
apartment.
I didn't do it. Guys, this is getting us nowhere.
And now Hiei is sitting in it? Ew. We have pedophilia, bestiality, and now feces? Oh, God. I swear this could not get any worse. And then Dali's stomach falls off? God, how is that even possible? And Hiei had sex with Satsuke? When? We met Satsuke less than 10 minutes ago.